Most of the bull sharks I spotted on Gari, Fraser Island, call it what you like guys, I'm not going to judge. They were all pretty much early morning and late afternoon, and usually had some big fish on them, like you can see down here, a couple of big cruisers on this shark, which I think were giant trevally. I'm going to slow the clip down in a second and you'll see the fish turn sideways. You guys can comment and let me know what you think it is, but I think it's a big GT. Huge fish there. It's probably about a metre long, that fish. The shark's probably about 2 metre, probably a 2 metre male. They generally grow to about 2.3, the males, and the females can grow up to about 3.5 metres. So I'm going to take you to Waddy Point now, where there's lots of turtles. Now, I was a little bit silly one day and I went out off this sandbank here to try and capture a couple of these turtles, as you can see there in the shallows, not knowing that there was a big bull shark in the area. I actually had the drone up for a good hour and didn't spot any sharks, so I thought it was a good opportunity to just capture a couple of turtles with the GoPro. I had a couple of friends on the sandbank which saw a huge bull shark come around behind the waves, and pretty much they were screaming at me, and I had these big long flippers on and I stood up and I must have scared the shark off. I'm going to roll my footage once I got the drone up so you can hear my reaction. Well, there it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at the size of it next to the kayak. It's got to be close to 3 meters, this one. Far out. That was a close call. Guys, literally, I was boosting for this turtle with the GoPro just moments before, and the guys were on the sandbank and they said this huge shark come around the back of the waves, coming really hot, really quick at me. It looked double my size, got like within half a foot of me, and I stood up right at the right time because I heard the guys screaming at me, and I must have just freaked it at the last second, and then it's boosted off. I got out luckily, but it's still out there looking for me. Oh man, well, I'm out of there. Yes, I'm not going back in there, and I recommend nobody should swim at this place, Waddy Point. It's the middle of the day even. I thought they were just around like early morning. I had the drone up for a good hour having a look just before I went for a swim. Could not see one shark in the area, and here we go. Wow. So this is probably the exact area I was, right there, just over the wave. You know, I was really paddling hard for this turtle, so my flippers were, thrashing it around. So this shark's probably been attracted by that, come in, like I said, really fast. And I guess just luckily it's just sort of, it stopped as I've jumped up maybe, or, something like that. So I don't know, it would have been pretty cool footage to see from the drone, I've got to say. But also I'm pretty grateful that, nothing happened. It's pretty remote here, so, it's the last thing you really want to happen. Still just cruising around, aren't you? You've been cruising around for a good 10 minutes now in the shallows. Let's get a good look at you. Whoa. Yeah, absolute beast, actually. Look at you. Well, I cannot say for sure that this bull shark was going to have a go at me. It may have just come in for a little look and got frightened by my quick reaction as I stood up. That's what I'd like to believe. Yes, bull sharks can be dangerous, and they definitely have attacked, and their eyesight is pretty poor. So one way or another, just lucky nothing happened on the particular day. So anyway, we can keep on droning.